a house that he can call his own, and a place they can run to for safety, Rusthilt and friends now have a new goal in sight: to establish themselves. Plain and simple. While they have a home, they now have no money. The house is rebuilt, but there's no furniture, no workshops, no benches, not even a chest to store the things that they find and gather in the wasteland. While they may rejoice temporarily for having a home, it sets in quite quickly that they have nothing else. So, the next leg of the journey begins, to fill out the building that they call home and begin to truly set themselves apart from those who wander the wastes and call themselves bandits. Will they be good members of Squin, productive citizens helping the town further their goals? Or they only temporarily stay here until they have enough money and resources to move on and establish something bigger and better elsewhere? Only time will tell. Well, we've been in Squin not too long, and already we're on the outskirts of the town mining, as we seem to find ourselves doing in every town we end up in with this little party of ours. But it shouldn't be too long. I'm not going to be sitting here terribly long in mining, and you won't see most of it, as I will, or Dean rather, will edit it all out. But we only have 23 cats to our name, which is not a good number in any stretch. And the fastest way I know how to kind of rectify that is by doing exactly what you're seeing here. Just mining like crazy. And then we'll go and sell it off and continue to kind of make progress. I think the biggest thing, the thing I want to take care of, the big goal with this recording session is to really establish our home as something special. Get it in there and build our research bench, maybe build a few training dummies, a place we can store things. There's all kinds of things we can actually build for our home. And that's going to be what our big focus is. It doesn't sound too exciting, but once we have a research bench up and all that nonsense, we can actually start making some really good progress the next steps along the way. We can get some actual manufacturing up and running, whether we manufacture or just mine, and then send a few other people out, or we could just kind of set this up as a place we run to at the end of the night with some beds and heal up, and then that's it. I don't know what we're going to end up doing with that quite yet, because it's still a little early for it. Our biggest concern right now is getting our research bench up and running, and then going, and after that, then we can worry about what we want to do next and how we want to approach it. But for the time being, our three friends here are going to continue to pile up everything that they've got going here and continue to just mine away. It's all they know. They have no food, though. That's another thing. That's another big reason we need to get this done, because nobody here has any food. And that's rather problematic in a world where starvation is a very real problem. All right, friends, let's swing back inside and head into the backpack town and sell off what we've got. Then we're gonna have to go buy some food just to have food on us. I've been getting some useful tips as well, and I appreciate that in the comments. Keep in mind that I record in bulk, so a lot of the things you're saying don't get to me right away. Let's go ahead and sell all of this. We'll even go ahead and sell Rusthilts, the two that Rusthilt have. And then these sell for, they sell for 164 here, though they're typically worth a little bit more than that, but still. That instantly brought us up in the money. We have a lot more money to mess with. Now, I don't think we want any of these backpacks. I think what we want is maybe some maps. Grab some maps and see what they have to offer us. But food first, and then we can worry about grabbing some maps. And I think we're going to also want some thieves' backpacks. People have been telling me thieves' backpacks from the Shinobi are the way to go, and I think we kind of figured that out when we were looking at them and being like, wow, they are actually real damn good. Here to trade. Yeah, let's trade. What do you got? I just need some food. I just want everybody to grab some meat here. I might just buy them out of food completely. That's going to be, you know, kind of a lot and not necessarily the best way to go about it. We'll do what we can do. I was also told that people will grab food out of the somebody's backpack on their own. If that's true, then I won't have to do too much micromanagement here. All right, let's do another mining run here and keep racking up some money. Ambushed. We have dust bandits making their way here. About a good chunk of them, which is a shame. So we're gonna need everybody to run basically as fast as they can. I don't want them sticking with people that they can't actually run to. And we're gonna make our way back to Squin with hopes of surviving. Now, Hobbs should be fine. It's Ruka and Rusthilt that are gonna be having the most problems, though it seems Ruka's able to keep decent pace here. Now we could throw our bag on the ground, but I think I'd rather her maybe take some shots. Ruka doesn't want to drop what she has anyway. She's close enough to town where she feels like she can make it, but we'll see. I don't need you sneaking. No sneaking. No sneaking. Oh, it looks like they're bypassing Ruka and once again seeming to go straight for Rusthilt. Maybe he just screams the leader. Maybe there's something about him that is more appealing than Ruka or Hobbs, but for whatever the reason, almost all of them immediately skip Ruka and head straight for Rusthilt. Ah, now they're starting to turn around and making their way over to Ruka because she's lagging behind. Can Ruka make it in time? She's being surrounded. Her stomach is getting absolutely destroyed consistently, but if she can make it far enough, the guards will aggro. Yes, there they are. And they're going to immediately jump in and start fighting. And so should our friends. In they go. Ruka might be the one I don't want in there. I might pull her back. But everybody else is allowed in to fight. Fight with Squin. Fight with the Shek. Down they go. Let's see what we've got. Once again, not great stuff, but stuff nonetheless. Now, I'm curious. I actually made Rusthilt the medic. Will he automatically heal up our party members? He will. All right, well, while she's being tended to by our caretaker here, let's continue to loot the hell out of this. And we can sell all of this off for some cash and see if anybody decides to pop up afterward. I think the guards actually took off after the rest of the bandits. Yeah, they're still over there trouncing the ones that survived and being yanked all the way back to Squin, presumably to be arrested. So we need to try and loot them before the bodies get taken away. Rusthilt's gonna be busy with this for a moment, and that's fine. Is Rusthilt taking care of himself now? All right, let's speed up. Get yourself over here. Ooh, okay. We've got ourselves a standard junk bow. The fact that it's standard might be worth something. Everything else, though, doesn't seem to matter all that much. We can take his shoes, and we can get out of here. Oh, Rusthilt wants to take care of Hobbs. Let's get Rusthilt back over here. Yeah, they're running around murdering who's left. This is the reason Rusthilt and friends chose Squin to stay, because it's moments like this where they can run and escape and be able to kind of just duck into the safety of their local town. That's where it makes the most sense. Squin makes the most sense. All right, let's keep selling. It brings up to about 5,000 cats. Now with this, we want to... We could buy something. We could buy some maps, actually. Or a map. The question is, what are the maps of? So we have the engineer's map. Interesting. Camp shelter, too. There's all kinds of good stuff here. This is an ancient document by an engineer of the Old Empire. It details potential sites where you could find engineering research. Okay, interesting. Map to World's End. World's End is an outland stronghold of the Machinus University. Tech hunters use it as the main home base when exploring the north. Okay, well, we're pretty far south. Map of the United Cities shows the outland UC towns of the far south. Well, let's take that. That wasn't too much, 400. Map of the border zone, let's grab that as well. Let's just take those, everybody, and let's go ahead and gather up and actually crack these maps as a team. I imagine Rust Tilt's very excited. We just spent a little bit of money here, and we actually might learn something. So 7 locations and 7 locations. And there they are. So now we actually have a little bit of information. There's actually a tiny settlement to the east, past the river, into an area that looks like it still might be the borderlands. This is the swamp, and it's not there. Also further here, we have Clownsteady, Drifter's Last, a market in Catton Morn, and then in the north we have Shobatai. Ooh. Then I think our first expedition might be to this tiny settlement beyond the 2 towns that we are very familiar with at this point, and off that way. Okay, interesting. I like it. Let's swing into the bar. I want to buy some building supplies, because we need building supplies to get our research bench up and running. I don't fight with you, Shek. A flat skin that way. You gonna talk to me? Or a buffoon with a toy sword. What? Are you gonna fight me? You're just gonna are you just gonna taunt me and my friends? Yeah, you're just gonna taunt us. You don't actually want to fight. 3v1 is not a odds you would even take, even if it is a flat skin. I'm here to trade. You have no building materials. Who's here to talk? Scouting for recruits, flat skin. Maybe. Got any skills? This is the wall. They know a thing or two about medicine. Sure, how much? 6,000 cats. I don't have enough. Fair enough. But if I ever need a medic. Don't need protection. You looking for work? You think I would join a flat skin? You're not worthy of fighting alongside a Shek warrior. Alright, well, with that in mind, Ruka. Well, Ruka won't even talk to Ruka, I guess. Can we move him and Hobbs out? Would that help? You're looking to hire Merc. Yeah, 6,000 cats. God, you guys are so expensive, man. So expensive. I did actually have to take him out of his sight to get him to do that. To get him to talk. Well, nothing here. Maybe in here. Building materials, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we want those. We need those. We need more. I think we're gonna need more building materials as well. I think we need to buy a sleeping bag too, but let's see. Let's swing back home, and we should probably take a look at what is what. Excuse me, you're gonna let the dust bandits in here after all that? Alright, well, let's see what happens when we walk by them. Oh, they're just starving bandits. They're just gonna walk through. Usually starving bandits are very, very, very angry. Well, here's the home. Send Hobbs in here. It needs just 3 building materials, so we've got the 3 that we need. And this needs a sleeping bag. So while he's doing that, let's have Rust Tilt run across the street here. And let's buy a sleeping bag or 3. And we can set these up in here. Ooh, it's almost done. Ooh, baby. Here comes Rust Tilt. And he's gonna get those done. Building camp bed construction complete. Go ahead and do this one. And why she ran over there instantly, I don't know. But to heal, maybe? Ooh, it's almost finished. I don't think Rust Tilt needs to rest. So she might just go lay down there. Yeah. They just go lay down right away. Okay, we've got a research bench going here. To learn new tech, you can buy blueprints from merchants, or you can research new tech yourself. Excuse me? Did you see that man just run in and then run out? Could you not? To research, you must have a scientist assigned to your research bench. Select a squad member, hold and right-click to your research bench, and select Use Machine. Research speed will depend on your assigned scientist's science skill stat. Got it. Next, you'll need to select a tech to research. Select Tech from the panel. Select any tech you want to research by left-clicking it. You can queue up as many as you want. Okay. So Rust Tilt's the only one here, so we're going to go ahead and have him use this. Or inventory it. use? No? Okay. Tech. Crafting, defense, smithing, storage for ore. Yeah, we want that. And there he is. He's actually going and using it. Because we want to be able to store some ore in here. All right, well, let's actually take a look then. So we've got storage boxes here. All right. Core. Gear storage, item storage, public sales. It would save us a lot of running around to sell goods if we could get the customers to come to us. Ooh, we get a shop counter. Ooh, interesting. All right, well, let's just queue up a few things here. We might as well queue up everything that we can. There we go. And that's going to take some time. Rustilt's going to have to do work on this for quite a while. So we'll have to let him do this for now. Where's science? Science is here. So I guess any of these count. All right, well then. With Ruka and Hobbs napping and resting from their wounds as they were jumped by dust bandits during their mining expedition just outside Squin, Rustilt sees an opportunity in the quiet, an opportunity to continue improving their lives, and so he dedicates himself to a day's worth of research, learning how to make the intricacies of simple things like storage sheds and chests and item gear holding mechanisms, you know, things scientists have to research. Hobbs and Ruka are fully healed now, and they've woken up, and Rustilt has an idea. Why don't Hobbs stay back for a little while, get research going, continue the research that Rustilt has started, and Ruka and Rustilt make a quest back to the hub. Because, and the reason being, that in the hub, there was, at least Rustilt remembers, a couple of books, and the books are needed to do some of the research in our research bench, which will allow us to research things like training dummies and such. So why don't Ruka and Rustilt head back to the hub, maybe buy out all the books that they have, and then bring them back here with hopes of maybe being able to make some training dummies at some point and being able to train themselves instead of maybe having to, you know, sneak into the police tower and use the training dummies there. And perhaps if they ever end up getting more friends or more people join them, they can immediately go back to the house in Squin to get the basics out of the way, to learn how to fight in the wasteland and survive for more than a week with a new crew, instead of hoping that they survive whatever encounter they come across as they wander on their own. Excitedly, Rustilt and Ruka leave Squin, but Hobbs has got a job to do. Home again. Welcome back to the hub. I feel like Rustilt has probably accepted the fact that the hub is not quite as far in his past as he'd like it to be. Not upset about it, I'm sure, but maybe a little annoyed he'd be a little past it by now. But with each passing day and each thing that they make and improve on and push forward, they are one step further away from leaving hub forever. But for now, welcome back. Let's see if the bar has what we want. Good to see everybody here. I missed you. Looking for something? I can be. Do you have a book? Yep, you do. We'll take all the books that you've got, because we need them. Research artifact, research artifact. Well, we're a little broke now, but we can make some more money by doing some basic mining. How much? 6,000 cats. Hey, heading out of town. I'm looking to team up. Yeah, I need 3,000 cats. Traveler, can you help? Sounds like a scam. I ain't trying to rip you off. Forget it. Got any skills? Nope, but I'm learning real fast. 3,000 cats to hire somebody who has no skills whatsoever. I got these two, partnered up for free, and they had at least some skills. All right, well, there's the hub all taken care of. Books all bought out. Is that a ninja? No, Holy Nation Outlaws. All right, well, off we go. While they're doing that, I can actually look at Hobbs real quick. He's been doing some researching, which is nice. And now we actually have a bunch of storage we can actually make. Building materials, stones, a weapon cabinet. Which we need, what? 2 building materials for? Man, we just need building materials for everything. A weapon stand. Don't know if these are supremely needed yet, but a general storage box may not be a bad thing to have. We only need one building material and we can have ourselves a general storage. Why don't we pop that there? We'll confirm it. We're not going to do anything with that yet. He's going to keep research. Oh, we're being attacked. What are we being attacked by? Starving friggin' bandits again. Well, let's have them run. I think we can outrun them. Yeah, looks like Ruka and Rusthilt, they were being attacked. They probably ran into these bandits on the way, but luckily they're malnourished and starving, so they're basically attacking anything they get their hands on. And Rusthilt and Ruka are in shape, in quite good shape. They've been running through the wasteland for near on a month at this point, back and forth between the same two cities. A couple of starving bandits, a pack of starving bandits rather. Not something I think they're too worried about. I'd be tempted to fight them to see if we can make it work. I'm curious. And I'm sure as they're running, Ruka shouts out to Rusthilt to slow up for a moment. They look like they've had worse days. Maybe they fight. Let's hold up. You want to fight? They're gonna move in. Ruka first, with Rusthilt right there. Oh my god. Couple of smacks. Couple blocks. A good hit there. It's hard to read what's happening, but we can keep an eye on their health. We'll really start feeling a little bit better. Oh god. Oh, nope, Rusthilt's immediately down. Ruka being the only one to stand a little longer. She's the one that had the funny idea to fight them, and she probably sees Rusthilt tumble to the ground and sighs heavily in the process. Disappointed that, once again, no matter how much they fight together, Rusthilt can't seem to keep standing any longer. There's got to be some food here somewhere. Dibs of his dried gristle flaps. Those don't look like they're going to check the backpacks. Looks like they're going to ignore the backpacks because they're not exactly the smartest. But for now, they're going to wander off. And Ruka and Rusthilt are going to be a little bit worse for wear. Public sales. Thank you, Hobbs. Thank you. Everybody's up. Everybody together. First aid yourself. You don't have a med kit. Oh, yeah, you're a backpack. You had the medium one or the small one? I think you had the medium one. I want to slow the roll here. All right, he's starting to take care of his head. Bandaging himself up, brushing off the defeat while Ruka stands behind, maybe even a little disappointed. I feel as though she would be. That's twice now that they've gotten into fights, and they've had training since then, and Rusthilt can't seem to keep his own composure together. He falls faster than Ruka would like to see. It's a shame, but there's not much that can be done about it now, other than repair the wounds that you incurred and try harder next time. On a mechanical note, toughness has gone up on both of them, which is nice. They're both healed up, and continue on to Squin. Off they go. And we'll keep an eye on them this time around. Squin in sight, Rusthilt and Ruka continue to sprint forward. I imagine once they get into their homes, they'll immediately lay down in bed and try and rest. Hobbs will have to look over them for a while, but they should be safe within the walls of Squin. But they are hurt, man. They are not in the greatest of shapes. I think it'll be up to Hobbs to mine for a while on his own. He's all done, actually, so yeah, let's send him back out and have him doing what he was doing last time, which is mining for copper. Copper's been good money here. I'm eager, and Rusthilt is eager for the day he wins a fight. The Starving Bandits are continually good trials. The minute we can beat Starving Bandits handily, the minute Rusthilt and Ruka will probably feel like they can venture a little farther out. But Starving Bandits still seem to best them almost every single time. That's not our house. This is our house. In they go. If we put them near the beds, will they just go near it by themselves? No. Well, let's go into tech. Rust Hilt has the artifacts, right? Am I supposed to put them in here? Is that what it wants? Ah, I think that's exactly what it wants. Okay. So we go into tech. Simple training dummies. Ooh, okay. So 3 books, industry, iron plates, improve stone mining. Iron plates are fundamental building material for machinery. It's vital that we can make our own. I wonder if we can make building materials from that. Cooking? Cooking would be really good. Let's drop cooking in there. Wind generator theory, indoor lighting, crafting. I don't know which is best to have. For now, I think we just need to keep just pouring things into this. We'll do all of that. We'll have Rust Hilt use it. Well, let's have Ruka lay down. Just heal up. Hobbs is on his way over here, and all of a sudden we have ourselves like a little bit of like a chain of command happening. A lot of things happening all at once. People doing different things, wandering the world and so on. This is fun stuff. I do want to make building materials. I just don't know how to make building materials. That's my concern. But we need to keep buying books. All right, I had Ruka run out and buy some building materials. We only needed 1, and we're about to finish our first general storage, where we can just start throwing things that we don't want to carry around that we know we'll need or we think we'll need, but we don't want to have weighing us down as we're off exploring or mining or what have you. So with that, I can actually go ahead and throw these tools in there. I'm going to keep the splint, but those tools can sit in there. Hobbs can eventually come toss in maybe his bow. And Rust Hilt has a couple things he wouldn't mind throwing in there as well. I also moved his weaponry around. I actually put the Nodachi in his backpack instead. I don't know if that's something I want to keep on him or if the faster weapon would be better. So I'm going to try the faster weapon for now and see how it ends up working out for our friend. All right, Hobbs, you've got 9. You've got a stack. Let's go ahead and run back and sell these real quick. I wonder if there's a way to automate mining and selling. That would be nice. What is that? Garu backpack. Oh, in case we want to get in case we get like a Garu that we can walk around with. Ah. Ooh, what? Research artifacts. We need the 300 a pop. We can just bring it down to 20 for now. And we're kind of have to go back and forth with this for a bit. So Hobbs can swing in here. And I want Hobbs to go ahead and throw these in there. And then I want him to come over here, throw these books in there. And then if we wanted to get some tech up and running, iron plates. I don't know what improved stone mining does, so let's get those in there as well. And we'll go ahead and have Hobbs use this and have the research beginning. It'd be good to have multiple people doing multiple things for research. Since we're going to be needing mining iron plates, why don't we have Ruka run back out and start mining some iron so that we can actually make those iron plates, because we're going to use those iron plates to make other things in our house. And you're starting to see how the chain begins to work and how we can properly set ourselves up. And then once we have everything that we want in here, some very baseline stuff in our little longhouse here, we can start thinking about saving money and maybe bringing on another member for the squad that we can then go and explore some of east with. I'd love to check out what this tiny settlement is, but it's quite the travel, and I'd be very, very concerned for our safety. But this right here, now that they know this is here, if it's a tiny settlement, I'm sure Ruka is a little eager, and Hobbs especially is a little eager to see if there's anything worth stealing. But maybe Rust Hilt's thinking that there's people there that'd be willing to join them and move forward with their cause, or maybe there's just some rare things they could buy while they're out there. There's all kinds of potential. And it fills their minds with wonder. All right, let's have Hobbs over here now. Oh, actually, no. Hobbs needs to be back to research. Actually, yeah, let's have him do that. And let's get you up and using this, Rust Hilt. Well, okay. Well, oh, God, man. The starving bandits have returned. This is... I don't think Ruka has any glamorous ideas that this is going to work out for them in any way. I think she's going to quickly hurl her bag on the ground, and as will Hobbs, and I think they're just going to turn around and face fate. Every time they don't get killed, they just get worn down. So if they can take a few down and pull a fight off, this could be good for them. Hobbs is actually doing some good work here. And maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to take one down before they each go down. Oof, that was a big hit on Hobbs. And he's being surrounded very, very quickly. All right, they took one down. That's a bigger success than before. And Ruka might be dropping before Hobbs, but it makes sense because Ruka was already pretty hurt. Oof, that baseball swing. Hobbs is about to be surrounded. Oof. Getting smacked onto the head there. She's only gonna be unconscious for a few seconds here. I think she's gonna stay down. Nope, she's getting up. Nope, she's down again. And now he's down. They're gonna search for what they can find. Hopefully they'll just play dead. 8 dried meat. Oh, did Hobbs have meat on him? I think Hobbs had some meat on him. Playing dead, playing dead. Let them wander off. Recovery coma. All right, well, Rustilt needs to run out here. Hobbs, I need you to get up. And I need you to come get your wooden backpack. I also want you to come get your small backpack. Hobbs, come get your wooden one. There we go. And then Rustilt's running out, realizing, oh God, they got into a fight. Wondering what took them so long to even get back, and seeing the blood on the ground is an indication as to what happened. We'll take this off of him 100%. No weapons, no pants, no armor. If he wants to wake up, he's welcome to. Let's have them keep on doing this. I think Aruka's gonna wait. Wait and attack with a vengeance. Wake up, buddy. Wake up. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you up. All right, Ruka. Hobbs, I want you back over here. Mining copper. And we got to keep an eye out for starving bandits a little bit more often. They have wrecked us multiple times. It has been a shame to all of us that it's happened so often. Okay. Well, I've finished the iron research, and unfortunately the iron refining thing is so big it doesn't actually fit, and it looks like it needs to be put outdoors, to be honest. And I'm not quite sure there's going to be much outdoors building happening for a little while at the very least, so we might want to sell everything we have here. It might be worth it, but at the same time, I still think we're low on cash, and we're low on food especially, so... These three have been working together for quite some time, but each one feels a little different. Ruka is frustrated. Hobbs and Rustilt don't seem to be able to hold a sword longer than they could take 2 breaths before falling in a fight. Their training has quite some time to go, and when Ruka is left to be the only one to fight, surrounded by 10 or 15 starving, malnourished bandits, even good training can't carry you that far. Hobbs is confused. He's used to a life of crime and criminality, stealing and selling what you stole for a hefty profit, or at least some profit. And now he's mining and making a decent living without breaking the law. It's hard work, and sometimes frustrating work, that he can't just sneak into the shop next door and grab what he can, grab what they need, but Rustilt continues to tell him that it's not worth the hassle. And Rustilt, well, he's happy still. His home is not just an empty building any longer, but they each have a place to sleep and call their own. A place to look over the plans that they've found and find out new ways to put the resources they've gathered to good use. A stack of boxes, while it may not look like much, they call storage. And plans for training dummies, training chests, things to make their lives in the dreaded wasteland that much easier. Each one of them is pulling in a different direction. Each one of them wants to do something different. But together, they move forward. And they will continue to do so until a blade cuts their throat and prevents them from doing it.